Welcome, welcome back to another fabulous episode. Can I get some sports with that, y'all? We back with another one. Hey man, we know it's been a lot of craziness going on in the sports world. You know, you just had the draft happening. That took the world by storm with how that went. And you know what I'm saying? So, we got to get to it all. We got to, you know what I'm saying? When this craziness is you get count on us to come get to it. So let's get to it, man. Draft happened the other day, man, and the most important news of the draft, Shedeur Sanders dropping down round 5. Everybody was passing on him. So we know y'all got some thoughts about that.
Criminal.
Let's let let
Criminal.
let's hear it. I'm gonna start with my man's Carneal because he been ready for this since round 2 of the draft.
Man, boy. Let me tell you, okay. I get it. He might have rubbed some people the wrong way with his pre-draft process and his interviews. You feel me? He might not have made, the best image for himself, but I'm sorry. His college film and his college numbers and his tape speak for itself. In his final year, the man threw for 4,100 yards, 37 tutties, 10 picks, and had a completion percentage of 74%, bro. I'm sorry, but you call it what you want. He was a full-time 4-year starter at Division I schools. Yeah, he started out at Jackson State. It might have been an HBCU. So what? Still Division I. Then he went to Colorado. The first year there, the first 3 games was magical, and then you feel me from there reality setting. We all knew that team was probably gonna struggle, and then you look at this year, they come back. What happens? 8-5 record. They make a bowl game. You feel me? They have great numbers. Travis Hunter wins the Heisman, right? Like, I'm sorry, but I understand Jackson Dart played in the SEC. He's not better than Shedeur. Tyler Shook, how do you say his name? The man was a 6-year starter and only had one season where he threw for over 3,000 yards, and that was this last season. He's not better than Shedeur. Dylan Gabriel, that's arguable because he was a 5-year starter and he does have the numbers. However, the Browns shouldn't have picked him over Shedeur. Like, I'm sorry, but somebody with this amount of talent sliding all the way to round 5, but because they want to send a message to Dion, and by doing that, they gonna punish him through Shedeur. It's crazy. The same stuff that y'all allow with Archie Manning and Eli Manning, all of a sudden that's a problem with Dion and Shedeur. They literally facilitated a draft day trade. They told the Chargers, "You draft us, we not playing for you." So they drafted that man and then sent him to New York. They didn't even cause that big of a scene. All Dion said was, "It's a few teams that we not trying to go to." That's understandable. Very understandable. But for them to act like it's such a big issue and he's not that guy. It's like, okay, I get it. He might not be that dude yet, but like he does have a great quarterback game, and he was a very good college quarterback. Great if you ask me. So I'm like, how they treated Shedeur was completely unfair, unnecessary, uncalled for. And in the end, all they gonna do is just build a bigger chip on his shoulder. So y'all worried about trying to teach him a lesson and humble him, and in the end, it's gonna be y'all who have to be the ones that's humbled. So it's like, what was the point? You did all this just to prove a point to Dion, to prime time. You ain't bigger than the program. They weren't trying to be bigger than the program. They were just trying to add to it with a little bit of spice and razzle dazzle. I guess that's a problem.
Hmm. I don't know about that, my guy. Yeah, hey, listen. It's a lot that they was trying to send a message with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let my man's D boy tell you about that.
Man, look, did Shador get blackballed? Absolutely. Absolutely. And to the Carnell's point, how the hell my buddy that only had 1 year throwing for 3,000 go before Shador? But I digress. We're going to leave that alone. Now, one thing I do blame Shador for is the whole pre-draft process. Like, okay, who cares about you not throwing at the combine? That's cool. Caleb didn't throw at the combine. A lot of quarterbacks who went on to have successful careers and have not did not throw at the combine. But what I do fault him for is, my boy, when you go through them interviews, do not act like you're bigger than that organization, my boy. Humble yourself a little bit. Yeah, we know you that dude. Yes, I agree. We know. We know who your daddy is. Your daddy is arguably, in my opinion, the greatest corner of all time. But my boy, humble yourself a little bit, my boy. Just have a little humility. But I mean, it is what it is, man. Y'all know how I feel about Roger Goodell and Cornell. You can shake your head all you want. That part is his fault. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna pacify him. That part is his fault. But
I'm just
he
saying though.
gonna do his thing though.
What about what about anything he said wasn't humble? As far as we don't know what he said. Everything that is all been speculation about what Shedeur said. We only know what Dion has said. So if the person they trying to humble is Dion, well, trying to use Shedeur to do that is bogus.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
cause
but I
Shedeur
mean,
Shedeur wasn't the one yapping his jaws too much, doing all that. That was Dion doing all the talking. Shedeur sat back and was quiet. It's not like he a bad teammate. He's not an off the field problem. He's not a locker room cancer. This
He
Deion
definitely was
Sanders'
not
son.
quiet, my boy. When he came in saying all that. If you want to win, draft me. You know what I'm saying? And
Cam Ward said the same stuff.
I've done that before, and I've
Cam,
won at every level, and
Cam
we
Ward,
used to
Cam,
this.
Cam,
All of
Cam
that
Ward,
was
Cam
icing on
Ward
it.
said the same stuff.
All of the Cam Ward don't have the dad that he got. Cam Ward don't have the reputation that they got. You heard what he said. He said himself, "We've been going through this forever. We used to this." That right there was a shot at the league itself from on him and his dad account. You know what I'm saying? Talk about they used to this. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to them. So when you doing that, expect them to come for you, bro. Especially when you got, you know what I'm saying, like my man's Goodell, you know, who D Boy can't stand. Like you got him running the show. Like, bro, expect them to come for you, bro. Then you got the owners, bro. These owners, a lot of them is like, you know what I'm saying, the McCaskies, like they them owners, like they been there forever and they set in their ways. Like you don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, like you don't wanna provoke them or you know what I'm saying, things could happen. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go, bro. Like he knew that was gonna happen, bro. They knew what they were signing up for. Come on now. Don't act like he was just innocent in this whole thing. He said it himself. We prepared for this.
Through that, and I do agree with you on some of that there, but like at the same time, I I wouldn't even be as mad even if he slid to round 3. To slide all the way to round 5, that is where, in my opinion, obviously it's not criminal, but that's where the criminality and and
nah,
all of
it
this really
was.
come into play, bro. Because sliding all like okay, I can understand you take him, he don't get drafted first 2 rounds, understandable. But by round 3, that man should have been off the board, whether he was a backup for Matthew Stafford or whoever it was, whether he got to go in and sit down and learn for a few years. Like, by round 3, that man should have been off the board. There was no reason for a quarterback of his talent, with his numbers, his production, even just his cachet. Teams always talk about they want somebody that's going to bring some excitement to the team and to the game and get eyes on the product. Well, what better way to do that than to pretty much draft Primetime Junior?
Hey, hey, Carnell, I'm gonna do you one better. The motherfucking Giants, who had this man as their number one prospect on the entire big board, traded back in the first round to take Jackson motherfucking Dart,
Yeah, yes, yeah, I know,
bro.
and
Trash.
And that boy is ass.
I think he's gonna be a Will Levis 2.0, and everybody
And
like, no, he's not gonna be like that. I'm like, yeah,
No,
okay.
that boy gonna be worse than Will Levis,
I
and
think it was the
that's why the
conspiracy
Giants
behind that.
organization have been a disappointment since Eli Manning left.
bro, bro. And really, if you ask me, they won them two Super Bowls. They won them two Super Bowls because they had a hell of a defense.
That's
Yeah, oh
exactly why
yeah.
they won them
Wh-
two Super Bowls.
One of them was Michael Strahan defense, so you know.
And the other one was JPP and them boys. They wasn't no slouches.
Facts,
Tucker
facts.
Hey,
J.
wait, wait, wait,
Wasn't
whoa, whoa.
Justin
Who was
Tuck
their
on there too?
linebacker? Who
Yeah,
was their
it,
linebacker for that second one?
Wasn't
it,
Justin Tuck on there too?
it was Justin Tucker and
Justin Tuck was on
JPP.
there. It was JPP, Justin Tuck.
Justin to
JPP was,
JPP and
I think
that the
JPP was
white
on.
boy
I think JPP was on the edge.
it was the white boy. He got that crazy
Jason
name.
Sehorn.
I can't think of buddy name. Blackborn Will Blackman or something. I can't remember buddy name.
You know what you
It
talking
was
about.
him and JPP.
I want. Damn, what was they linebacker name? They had a middle linebacker. He was nice as
It was
hell
the
too.
white boy, D boy. It was the white boy. Uh, I can't even think of buddy name right now. I can't think of. He was tall. He was a broke man's Brian Urlacher. Cause he always wore that little neck thing on his neck. I can't think of buddy name. I can't think of his name right now.
Um,
He wore the neck roll. Damn. It was him, JPP, and I can't think of dude's name.
Keith Bullet. That's who. Wait. Yeah, that second one. Nah, they linebackers. That second one was Keith Bullet, Jonathan Goff, and Michael Boley. Keith Bullet more than likely was the starting middle linebacker for that second Super Bowl against the Patriots.
I just want to bring us some breaking news real
what
quick.
year was that?
2012.
2012.
Yeah, 12.
I just
Breaking
I just want to bring us
news.
some breaking
The
news real quick.
Lakers have been eliminated.
The Lakers have been eliminated from the NBA playoffs.
I
Oh,
Lakers in
called it.
glory
I
five.
day.
called it. I
Lakers in
called
Oh,
it.
five.
Lakers
oh,
in five.
glory
Hey,
Wolves
day.
in five. I
hey,
called it.
fuck
Lakers
all
I
in
y'all.
called it.
five.
Fuck
Y'all
all
Eliminated
can
in
go get the
y'all.
five.
receipts. I called it.
Fuck all
I called
y'all.
it.
Hey,
I
hey,
called
Fuck
it.
all y'all.
hey. So do another
D boy,
first
y'all
round.
listen. Luca was a turnstile, bro. He was a
So
turnstile.
so do another first round
Chris,
exit
you
in
talking
this
about
GOAT
Chase
discussion.
Blackburn. That's who you was talking about. The linebacker on that team, that was Chase Blackburn.
Yeah,
Okay, there
yeah.
you go.
That's who it was, Mike. That's who name I couldn't think of.
Dang, Chris Conti was on that team? I don't remember that. And they had my boy Amuka Moore. That was
Prince
my
Amukamura,
dog.
yup. They sure
Yeah,
did. They
yeah,
sure
yeah,
Prince Amukamura,
yeah,
yup.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. But
And
yeah, but
then
they've been a horrible, pathetic excuse for organization since that point, since that roster point that we talking about. So
They should have drafted Shedeur, but I think
it's no
because of his
surprise.
dad, the NFL had something against his dad. And I think the commissioner put out he told team don't take that boy for I think that was a conspiracy. Somebody told teams not to it was two teams that needed quarterbacks up on Shedeur. That's all I'm gonna say. Too many
Bring it
teams need
up
to start a
again.
quarterback. Too many.
Yeah, I mean, we all know it was some, you know what I'm saying, ulterior motives going on with that, bro. Like that's a given. But some of it, like I said, it's kind of self-inflicted too, though. So y'all can't be too mad at them. But you can though, because that was grimy in the end of the day. Like you can't say that wasn't grimy. You know what
And
I'm saying?
then the
hands
fact that
down
they
it was.
held what his pop said, should like Carneal said, Shador wasn't really saying nothing. They was mad at his pop had his pop swag. They
He
was
said
mad
a
that
few
Shador had
things like
swag.
like
He got
yeah,
swag.
like yeah. He said
You
a
can't
few
be you
things, but
want your
like
quarter
I
I
don't
think you
think
want your star quarterback to have a little swag to him.
I don't think he
All the
said.
best quarterbacks got a little Patrick Mahomes got it, Joe Burrow got it, Josh Allen they all got a little swag to them. They all got a little something to them that separate them from all the other quarterbacks in the league. And I don't think they should have held his father what his father said against him. That's they get mad at his dad. You don't take it out on the kid because you mad at the dad.
I mean, you got to think, bro. It's always somebody that get an example made out of. You know what I'm saying? When you doing what everybody else doing, and you know you playing that fine line, you gotta expect to be the example. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro,
at some point, somebody gonna be the example, bro. And the league, the way people be attacking the league and the owners and this, that, and the third, bro. I mean, they had to get back, bro. I mean,
hey,
he was, bro. You can't go tell the owners, bro, who been doing this for 20, 30, 50, however many years, that if they want to win, get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't do that, bro. So the minute you do that, they looking at you side eye. Especially
I
if
mean,
you a person of a certain type. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
I
And
feel you
then
there, but most of these owners ain't won nothing no way.
okay, but you telling that to teams like the Giants who need a quarterback, bro, and you know they known for having a quarterback of a certain type. You know what I'm saying? So bro, like you know what game you playing, bro, and then you know what I'm saying, Cleveland, a team that you know what I'm saying ain't won forever, but they have won before, and you coming in telling them, hey, if you want to win, get me. You know how many people that
You
told
know,
Cleveland that? You know how many people that told Cleveland that? You think you
we
gonna come
don't
in and say
we
that to them?
don't know what was said in them interviews. We only know what was said on video before that during his little workouts.
And that was a message to all them. He said that was to everybody. You see what I'm
And
saying?
him
So
and Cam
all
Ward
teams got
literally
that from
said
him.
the same
But
things during
then
their
you got to
workout
look at his
videos.
pedigree too. He
Cam
come from
Ward do
Dion.
not got the same name as him, bro. Like this is a factor.
Yeah, you got to think about it. Dion, when Dion came to the combine, he went and bought that suit. He came with the gold chains on with the little Jerry curl. My man ran the 40 in his little tracksuit and just dipped. It just dipped. They did they didn't like it when Dion did it. They seen Shedeur had swag, and they feel like his dad been his coach all the time. You know,
hey,
and they holding out. You ain't playing without your daddy. Your daddy holding your hand. Your daddy doing all this, and they
but this
not
is
even
this.
looking at Shador. They looking at his daddy, and that's why I think they was wrong. At like, why is you looking at
No,
the
bro.
his
No,
his
bro. They
pops wasn't
looking
throwing the
at
ball?
they looking at both. They not just looking at his dad. They looking at him too, bro. And they
He looking
looking
at
at
both.
both. I'm telling you, like he died, he did. They looking at both, bro. As much as we you know what I'm saying, we don't like what they did, and it was wrong. You know what I'm saying. We gotta understand where it come from,
And
and and
Yeah,
and,
somebody
and,
gonna get
and the
made an
basis
example, like
behind
you
it.
were saying.
and
You
Yeah,
know what
and
I'm
then
saying.
I think the response from the team was obvious who they wanted to be their quarterback. When Dylan Gabriel got drafted by the Browns, you ain't have players come out tweeting him talking about some less work, let's go be great. Soon as that man Shedeur name was called, who a David Njoku sent out a tweet. I think somebody else from the Browns sent out a tweet, bro. Like it's obvious who the team wanted to be their quarterback, bro. So it's like even your boys want this man, bro. Like it was no reason why Cleveland should have let him slide to the fifth round, bro. They know
Right.
they knew they was probably gonna take that man
Hey,
anyway.
Carnell though.
But
Carnell,
that
I'm gonna tell you why.
that don't
I'm gonna
matter, bro.
I'm gonna tell you it don't, but I'm gonna tell you why it did. Y'all know that there were owners that literally went to their GMs and told them, take him off our board, take him off our board.
yeah.
Yep.
That's what the race car came in. I think it was. That's why I said
That's
it was
why I
some
say he got
cahoots.
blackballed
All
because there
over,
were owners
but
that literally told their GMs, if
yeah.
you draft him if you draft him before the fifth round, we gonna fire you. Like they
And then
literally
me and
threatened
Carneal had this
GMs
conversation
and
earlier.
said,
We
if
talked
you
about all
draft
the
him
teams that needed a
before this
quarterback.
round,
The
you
Steelers
say
need a
what? Chris?
quarterback. It's plenty of teams that needed one. The Giants
That needed a
definitely need a
quarterback.
QB.
Exactly.
But we all what I told Carneal also, hey, if he get the job in Cleveland, Cleveland do got pieces now. Cleveland do got pieces where they can make some
Starting
noise.
job in Cleveland, bro.
If he
I don't, I don't want
if
I don't want to
he
say nothing too
get
crazy.
Cleveland got some pieces of noise. They
I
got
don't,
Jerry Judy. They got a couple pieces.
I don't want to say nothing too crazy, but if he get that starting job, they could probably eke out about 6 to 7 games.
Wins?
Yeah,
Possible.
yeah. They could probably
Possible.
eke out 6 to 7 wins. And for
It's
somebody like
possible.
him, and then not just that, because y'all did draft him in the 5th round,
They
that
gotta
actually
stay
changed
healthy though.
that actually changes expectations for him since you did draft him in the 5th round. So now he at this point, honestly, he playing with house money. They set him up beautifully, honestly. Like what y'all thought was really about to be like y'all punishing this man, bro. Y'all set him up beautifully. Like, okay, yeah, he not getting that big $30 million rookie contract that most rookies get when they draft in the 1st round. All right, big whoop. He come from money. He got bread. He just was signed to one of the biggest NIL deals in college. Like, it is what it is. Dog will be all right. Anybody too worried about that first contract, he gonna be okay. But it's like they've changed expectations for him because now, based off what he was drafted, I'm giving him 5th round expectations. I expect him to come in. If he work out, he work out. If he don't, he don't. But at this point, he's set up to play with house money, and I think he's gonna take advantage of that. We all know he a hard worker. You know, he don't cause no problems in the locker room. For what we know, he's not an off the field problem, bro. It's like
What I think is the NFL better be careful because I think they just unlocked the beast. Because now he coming in to see he a Sanders already. You already know that pedigree, and he coming in with that chip on his shoulder. He coming in with that chip. And you know when some players get that chip on the shoulder, they act a buku fool. They go buku crazy. Just think about Patrick Mahomes. The Bears told Patrick Mahomes they was gonna draft him. The Bears were supposed to bat Patty Mahomes. They put that chip on Patrick Mahomes, and you see what happened. You see what happened? That man ain't looked back. And when he played the Bears, he showed counted it out. Like, y'all remember that? Y'all remember what y'all said? Yeah. So same thing with Shedeur. Y'all let that man slide. All y'all teams that needed a quarterback, watch out. That's all I'm gonna say is watch out.
yeah. Real quick, I did want to hit on like the whole prank call situation. I do understand that, like,
I was about to ask what y'all thought about that.
yeah, it's like I do understand. Okay, yeah, he wasn't the only rookie that got prank called. However, his was the biggest because of his name, his cachet, and not just that,
Bro,
the person who did his son recorded themselves putting out a
bro,
video of them doing it,
bro,
bro.
bro,
And
that
so it was
prank
like
call was crazy. That was nasty work, bro.
they told that
Nasty
That
man,
was
work.
we would
nasty
like
work, bro.
what they say.
He
We would like to
said,
draft you next, but then they told him just wait a little while longer or something like that,
he
bro.
said, you're gonna have to wait a little longer, bro. That's nasty work, bro. That's crazy. Like,
Like
that
that
was
was,
mad crazy.
and so honestly, I'll honestly say that the NFL did the right thing by finding both the team and Jeff Olberg. It's like I get it, you feel me? Jeff probably, he probably at home going through the, you know, going through the draft sheets, going through the talent, scouts and rosters and stuff like that. He probably could have walked away from his computer or something, whatever, go grab him like a little bottle of water, and then here come his 20-year-old, here comes his 21-year-old ignorant ass son to come do some ignorant stuff, and that's exactly what it was. It was very ignorant, classless, and distasteful.
Feel you there. It definitely was, bro. It was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. From a, what I'm saying, from a fan perspective, it was funny, but it's so wrong, bro. That's so wrong, so bogus, bro. Like that's crazy, bro. I can't to pull that off. To pull that off is like wow, bro. And then yeah, that was just crazy, bro. I feel for bro for that. I know he was like on 10 when he got there when that happened, bro. Like I'd
And
be
it's
ready.
like, and it's like normally I would think stuff like that was funny, but like in times like this, bro, I can only imagine if that was me in that situation, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, Shedeur better than me, bro. I probably would have broke down crying right there, bro. Because that
I think part of what made it so bad is how the situation played out. Like had he got drafted like shortly after that, or like, cause didn't that happen like in the second round, I think, or something like that? It happened pretty
no, it happened in round 3. He didn't get drafted
okay.
until round 5.
Round three. All right. So yeah, so if it would have happened like, what I'm saying, if he would have got drafted like shortly after that, it might not have been as bad. But then he ain't go for a whole another 2 rounds after that, almost bro. Yeah, that made it 10 times worse, bro, for sure, for sure. And then considering the team he went to had already drafted a QB too, that's wild. But that whole draft was nasty work, bro. That's finna go down in history as one of the nastiest drafts, probably the nastiest draft, like
Yeah,
ever,
this was
bro.
one of the weirdest drafts ever. Like I've never seen like in all my years of being an NFL fan, I have never seen a draft like that. Like honestly, this is one of the weirdest drafts ever for sure.
Well, with it being super weird, I gotta ask, you know what I'm saying? Who is y'all draft winners and losers? Cause for me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna cap, bro. The Browns they
The
kind of
Browns
won.
racked up. The
They
Browns went
won,
crazy.
bro. They
They went
kind of
crazy.
won, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
You know what?
It-
We just talked about them making that bad choice at quarterback, but if I'm going with a draft winner outside of Jackson Dart, bro, I gotta give it to the Giants, bro. They had an immaculate draft, bro. To draft Abdul Carter, fix the line, and somehow still manage to get Cam Scatterboo and do some of that other stuff too. Like it the Giants had a very good draft. Now,
They,
the
I
quarterback
get
decision was questionable, but like
That's the most important part. That's why they in this situation now, aka Daniel Jones.
man trash. As my man Bubba Dub say,
And then
trash.
you gonna go do it again. Oh my God, bro. They like I
Well, if we
said,
talking
I
about
feel like
horrible excuse for organizations since that year.
I feel like
yeah,
I feel like
The Giants.
I feel like quietly it's not being said. I think part of the reason why this draft played out, I think it's a lot of teams trying to tank for Archie. Y'all remember the whole tank for Tua thing? It's the same thing, bro. Niggas trying to tank for Archie.
Thank you for Tua. It's crazy.
Is Archie even coming
Yeah,
out next season? Is the question.
that's the question. But
Because that
if you want to,
motherfucker is
you want to know who had a low key good draft to me, in my opinion, though, the Raiders. The Raiders did all right. They did
Cause
all
they got
right this
Genty.
draft. They got Genty. They got a couple pieces. They got a lineman, and I think they got a receiver. I want to say,
So that's
Giants
your
had a
draft
solid
winner.
draft.
That's your draft winner, the Raiders.
I said they had a nice one. It's hard for
they
me to
got
pick
a
a winner.
draft
It's hard.
loser.
I ain't like how this draft went.
Who? Who your
They got
draft
a
Oh,
loser?
draft loser.
The
ooh,
Bears.
my loser, the
Nah.
Steelers, Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Pittsburgh is
that's a
my
good one,
loser.
Chris. That's definitely a
Pittsburgh is
good
my
one. My
loser.
draft loser, baby.
And
Ryan motherfucking
I'm mad at Mike T because I felt like Mike T was a ballsy coach. Like I thought he would have stood up. Your team needed a quarterback. I thought he would have told his owner like I'm drafting Shedeur.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
nah,
But he did. I expected Mike
nah.
T.
Nah, I knew that wasn't gonna happen. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. My motherfucking draft loser,
But yeah,
boy.
is my draft loser. Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
My
Who you?
motherfucking draft loser.
Um,
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
My man, Mr. Ryan motherfucking Pose.
I knew it. The Bears.
What the fuck were you doing,
are you serious? Draft losers?
bro?
I
You thought
don't
I
know
was
I
playing
what
think
when
we
I
did
said I ain't
okay.
like that
I wouldn't
pick?
say we won or lost, but I think we did okay.
Are you
I'll
serious?
say they
Nah,
did
I'm
decent.
capping.
It was it was
I'm
I
it
didn't
bullshitting.
was
like why
way
would you
it
pick
was it was
you
way
picked the
worse
second
drafts
best
than
tight
that.
end instead of the first best tight end. That's
No,
what threw
no,
me
no,
off.
no, 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 no. He is not the second best tight end. Let's not get that confused, okay? Yes, I was upset about where they drafted him. I do think that he is a better talent than Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren had the better senior season, but Colston Loveland is really like that, okay? You gotta think. He was in that John Harbaugh system in Michigan. They gonna run the ball. You're not gonna get a lot of chances at tight end to throw that ball. I mean, to catch that ball versus the other tight end that was at Penn State where they gonna air it out. Michigan not like that. Michigan is very much still a ground and pound school.
Wow. The Jag, nah, I was really bullshitting, but nah, let me stop playing. My draft loser, for real. Jacksonville, what the fuck are you doing? Cleveland, milk the
That's a good
Cleveland,
one.
police y'all ass. Y'all
That's
did all
that's a
that
good
just to
one.
get Travis Hunter. Y'all better hope that motherfucker don't get hurt.
You know what? Honestly, I'll have to say my draft losers are the New Orleans Saints. What did y'all
That's a
do in
good
That's
this
a
one.
good one,
draft?
Cornel. That's a
That's
good one,
a
Cornel.
good
That's a
one.
good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
What did
one.
y'all
That's a
do in
good
this
one.
draft?
That's a good one.
Y'all drafted a 6 year quarterback starter. By the time the man starts the season, he will be 26. The man was in the same high school class as Trevor Lawrence. I believe he was a backup for somebody else that's now in the NFL. The man been in college for as long as some of these players have been in the NFL.
Wow.
Hey man, the Steelers wasn't that bad. They drafted my boy. They got a national champion on their team.
Bro,
Somebody
bro,
who know
bro,
how to win.
bro, bro,
Somebody who know how to win.
do
Who
not
can
start
love.
beating that Will
And
Howard drum, bro.
and
Do
and
not, oh
and
my
and
God,
he
bro.
remind them of Big Ben. Watch.
I knew you was gonna say it. I
Did this
knew you was
man
gonna
really
say it.
just
Uh-oh, look
say
at
that?
Cornel's face. Uh-oh, you got him started. You done got him started.
He ain't
You
he ain't he ain't he ain't he ain't gonna be Big Ben, but he remind him of a Big Ben type player.
Cornel will be
He finna
activated.
beat
You finna
Big
Wow.
Ben.
activate Cornel. Get him,
Big
Neil.
Ben.
Wow.
Are you crazy? He about to be
Wow.
Mike Glennon at best. Like Big Ben,
Oh, this
Mike
man
knock it
Glennon
said
is
off,
Mike
not a
bro.
Glennon.
national
Mike
champion.
Glennon?
This man said Mike Glennon.
Glennon at best. He not even
Not Mike Glennon.
he not even about to be better than Kenny Two Gloves and Kenny Two Gloves was terrible in Pittsburgh. Like, please don't tell me you think Will Howard about to come in and do something.
My
Kenny Pick
boy.
INT.
And
My boy.
it's I hate you saying Mike Glennon because
It's it's
I'm
a,
still
it's
salty
a
at him that he
reason
got all that money
14
from a
OSU
certain
players
team.
was drafted. You steady dissing them, and they finna be an
Bro,
impact. They finna be
bro,
impact players, dog.
OSU players get drafted every year. They be out the league in like 3 to 5.
Most, what you mean?
Wow.
Most players do. That's the length of the average NFL career. Wait, what?
Wow.
Like they don't do nothing meaningful and impactful. They come in and be backups the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow.
The most impactful person out of Ohio State in the last decade was Ezekiel Elliott, and now you got C.J. Stroud.
Wow.
There you go, my boy. There you go.
Wow.
C.J. Stroud just got there. Ezekiel Elliott was the one that kept Ohio State on the map for 10 years until C.J. Stroud got to the league.
Wow.
Cap. It's the reason Fields went first round.
Fields went first round, but look at what my boy done did since then, bro. Like I like Fields, but come on now, bro.
He having a
Like
respectable career.
let's.
He having a respectable
It's
career.
respectable. He gonna ball out this year. I think he gonna ball out this year. We'll see.
I don't know if I would call it respectable. I would call it okay. My boy need to win a little bit more and have a little bit more success before I can call it respectable. It's been okay.
Better than
You
Tua.
know what? That goes back to that
I
that
wouldn't
bum I
say
was
it's
talking
been better
about,
than
Mike
Tua.
T. That's
Better
Mike
than
T fault.
Tua's.
Because I don't feel
No,
like they should have benched him. I don't feel like they should
Better
have
than
benched him for
Tua's.
Russ. They shouldn't have benched him for Russ. They should have let him finish the season.
The
He got
only
him off
reason
to a 4
Tua's
and 2
career is
start.
even semi respectable is because Tyreek Hill went there.
I mean Tua's also been in the playoffs and got at least one playoff win. Fields ain't even seen
Again,
playoffs
again,
yet.
because Tyreek Hill went there.
Hey man, Tyreek Hill, no Tyreek Hill.
I feel like
No,
if the
don't say
Steelers
no
would have let
Tyreek Hill,
Justin
because no
Fields finish
Tyreek
the
Hill.
season, he would have won that playoff game against the Ravens. He would have did better than Russ.
I mean, yeah, he would have did better than the rest. They wasn't beating the Ravens.
I don't know. He would have
They
gave him
they
an
they
edge
they
because he
they
got the
they they
legs.
they, they was they wasn't beating the Ravens. Did you see what Derrick Henry did in that game, bro?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh don't got
But
nothing to counter that.
were they supposed to? Najee's supposed to be similar to Derrick Henry, but that's another whole nother story.
That that man that man
That's a
that
whole
man
nother
that
story.
man Najee Harris is turning out to be worse than David Montgomery, bro. Like he need to.
Yeah, he turning into me that B word that don't nobody like to use. That's the
First
BU
of
word.
all, Monty nice. So that mean Najee decent too, and Najee is decent, man. He just ain't.
Mm,
He just
mm,
ain't.
No,
He's
no,
no Najee decent,
no,
bro. He just ain't
no,
great, bro.
no,
He
no,
decent though.
no.
He decent.
I feel like to me, Najee, he's supposed to be like the Bus Jerome Bettis. You know what I'm saying? He that big. He don't
Nah.
he don't
Ain't nobody as big as Jerome Bettis, bro. The only person that's been as big as Jerome Bettis in the league, bro, is Derrick Henry, bro. Like that's
no.
rare
I
to get
think
a
Facts.
man
Najee up there.
that
No,
size.
Najee ain't no little
Not
back though.
no
He
no
Najee
not
ain't.
little, no, but
he not
he ain't they size.
yeah,
I
no,
feel
he
like
ain't
he
they
he
size.
he don't he not consistent, bro. He'll get you 5 yards like one time a game, then all his other carries be like two, three, two, three, two, three. He don't
Najee
he don't
Harris
get
finna
enough
have
of
a
them
David.
5, 6, 7. He don't get enough of the 5 to 10 yard runs for me.
I mean,
Like
cause
he
he not
used
that
to.
Hey,
fast and he not
hey,
that
hey,
agile, bro. He
hey,
just a good. He like
Cause
Najee,
a
Monty
bro.
ain't either, but Monty a good
Najee,
5, he'll
Najee
six
about to
six.
have a David Johnson type career without the injuries.
He like a Tim Duncan at running back, but not as good. Like he just straight, just
No,
fundamental, bro.
no,
Like I'm
no,
telling you, bro.
no, no, no. That is a bad comparison.
To
That
you,
man,
it is. It's not. You just dissing him, bro. He decent, bro. The man's decent. I ain't gonna care. He just not
But Cart
great. Every running back not gonna be great, but he decent.
we're not expecting every running back to be great, but bro, when you barely looking better than Devin Singletary, that's a problem.
Devin Singletary
Ooh.
decent too.
Devin Singletary is trash.
Nah, he not trash. It's the reason he been in the league as long as he has.
Yeah, and that man keep losing his job to running backs better than him.
Because again, he not great, bro. Niggas is they out here like motherfucking um. What's my boy off
They
of
is backups.
what's my boy who was in the NBA, bro? Who
Backups.
kept going to all the different teams, bro. He a guard. He a point guard.
Who you talking about? You talking about
Damn.
Dennis Schroeder?
Oh, Ish Smith. They like Ish
It's
Smith out here. He decent.
No,
But you know what I'm saying? But he not
no,
enough to get it done. You know what I'm
no.
saying? They gonna send him to all these different teams, bro. On them.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like my boy Frank Gore, but he ain't as good as Frank Gore. Cause
Exactly,
Frank,
bro. He just
but he ain't as good as Frank Gore. He's
he
supposed to be a
good,
Frank
he
Gore,
decent, but
but
he not
he ain't
great.
Frank
You know what
Gore.
I'm saying? Like you can't say he trash, bro. It's people that's way worse than him. But he not great though. You know what I'm saying? So he a decent running back. And you can't be mad at that.
But I got a bone to pick with Cardinal. You can't ever say Mike Glennon's name again, bro. We can't ever bring that bum up in quarterback conversation because I still ain't got over the fact that the team I used to cheer for gave that man all that money to come in and be a starter. And
You mean Ryan Pace gave that man all that money to come in and
Yeah.
be a starter?
Once once
all our
once
money put
once
us in a hole for years and then
once we
ended
get
up
to talk
starting
about
Mitch.
Mike Glennon, y'all know what time it is, bro. It's time for us to switch it up, bro. So
Yeah, bro. Like
we
that,
finna
like I
go
still ain't
ahead
got over that. I still ain't got over
and
that.
we finna go ahead and swerve in that corner and we finna slide to the NBA. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes,
It's time
sir.
to get it, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's time to get it. So
I
y'all
wish
know my
our
man's
brother
dropped the
Phil
break.
was here so I can rub it in LeBron's loss to him, but
Facts. Hey,
he
he'll
ain't.
be on the next one. He'll be, you know what I'm saying? But for now, my man's dropped the breaking news that, you know what I'm saying? Lakers is done. So we knew it was going to happen, but now it's official. So let's get to it, man. I want to know from y'all because this is going to be one of the biggest topics and what people is wondering because it's like this every year. So here we are at this time. What's next for that boy? What they call him, Go James? I don't call him that, but they call him that. You know what I'm saying? Go James. What's next for that boy? What's next for that man?
More than likely, he gonna run it back with the Lakers. That's probably good. I'm. You know what? Okay,
You don't think he gonna hang it up? His son there now.
that's what this season gonna be. This season finna be the farewell tour, bro. He finna come out and pull a Kobe, bro. He gonna. This the farewell tour, bro. You feel me? It's
You know what I
because
think?
I don't.
I don't think it's a farewell tour.
I
I
was
agree,
just
but I
about
don't
to
think it's a
say.
farewell
I was just
tour.
about to say, Chris. You know what I think? I think because he already said he don't want y'all to like. get him a farewell tour type, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So he gonna leave that speculation out there like always. He gonna come back next season. Everybody gonna be like, oh, this might be his last year. You know what I'm saying? People gonna start treating
No,
it like
you know
people
when
gonna
it's gonna
start
be
treating
LeBron.
it
I
like
know when
that.
LeBron's gonna be
But
his last
then,
year.
but then at the end of next season, somebody gets drafted. So he coming back for a season after that. Y'all
Look,
got
I'm
two
gonna tell
more
you
after
this.
that. He
I'm
come
gonna
back
tell y'all this. Y'all gonna hear it
because
here
the year
first.
because after this next coming year, somebody getting drafted. Y'all know who that is,
Okay.
right?
You not
Yeah.
staying till Bryce get in the
I'm
league, bro. You
bro, bro, bro. If you think if
He
you
will,
already
Cardinal.
said he
You gotta
coming
think
back
about it,
next year,
Cardinal. The
you already
only
said he
way
come. You already said he coming back next year. So if he coming back next year, at the end of that season, you see what I'm saying? A certain
he gonna
somebody
get
is
both
getting
his
drafted.
boys. He
Do
gonna
you
get both
think?
his boys.
You think?
but that's the
Do
point.
you
What
think a week before or 2 weeks after or whatever he gonna be like, yeah, y'all, this it for me.
if
Folks getting drafted. No, bro. He finna give both of them that opportunity, and then that's gonna be his farewell tour. I'm trying to
what
tell
if
you, he
Nope.
gonna
somebody
run it
I
back.
draft?
still don't think it's gonna be his farewell tour.
So
I
what if
think
somebody draft Bryce though? What you think he gonna do? Because what if he don't get the chance to draft him like he had the chance to draft
Bro,
it's
Bronny?
Bron,
bro,
bro. Bron
bro.
politicking. Bron
He
already
about to
put in the
LeVar
word.
Ball this shit and do it how Ball was trying to do it. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Them niggas damn near gonna be on the same team, bro. I'm trying to tell you. At least for a year, nigga. What? Don't sleep.
But as far as Bron retiring, let me tell
It's
y'all
gonna be
this.
all
Since
three of them. It's gonna be three people on the same team with the name James.
since they called that man the GOAT, he ain't gonna retire until he beat the dude number who he wear on his chest. He ain't gonna retire because he needs 6 or 7.
No,
He
that's not gonna
needs six.
happen, bro. That's not gonna happen.
We
But
know, we realists know it's not
he
gonna
gonna hang
happen.
it up
But
though, bro. His
in
body,
his
bro. You
dreams,
saw in his playoffs,
LeBron
bro. He
chasing,
getting
He ain't
tired,
LeBron
bro.
chasing. He
He getting
he
chasing.
ain't
tired.
He's
went
still chasing.
Chris
He's still
Chris
chasing.
Chris. I said it after that bubble ring, bro. That man was not winning no more championships, bro. He wasn't even gonna win the championship that year, bro, till the bubble took effect, bro. Like I'm sorry, call it what
But
you
that's the
want, bro.
thing.
But
He got that
that
one.
man,
He got that
that
one.
man,
He's still
that man.
chasing the ghost.
Yes,
He's still
Chris,
chasing the ghost.
and now it was lucky. He's not getting no more. The league, okay,
We
okay,
know that. I'm saying we know
okay.
that, but he don't.
How can
He
I put it
don't.
to you like this? LeBron is still great, but the league has passed him by. He's not winning no more.
Just think about what they were saying when he first got Luca. LeBron and Luca, this is gonna be super. This is gonna be amazing.
That's
They
not
started playing
100%.
good.
That's
Everybody
not
got all on his job.
actually, actually,
Everybody got
actually,
all on his job.
actually. That's not what they were saying at first. Because at first they was talking about this is a move for the future. It wasn't until they hit the court together and start balling out of control that people was like, maybe they can do something. Because everybody originally pointed out they don't have no depth for real. They don't got no big man. Like everybody said, this was a move pretty much for their future and to maybe keep LeBron around for another year or two to maybe
And then
try
they
and
started
win
playing
for another
well.
ring.
Everybody jumped on the back. Even
So
our own panel members was pushing the Lakers a little further ahead than they were supposed to be because
oh, we
of
gonna get to that.
LeBron and
We
Luca.
gonna get to him.
Because it's
He hiding
LeBron and
over there, but
Luca.
we gonna get to him. We gonna get to so matter of fact,
Ain't
yeah, because
nobody had.
so
Ain't nobody
Carnell,
had.
you got one more year out of him. I
I
got
got,
two.
I got, I got one more out of him.
I got I got two out of him. Chris, what you think?
3. I give him 3 because he's still chasing. He's still
And
chasing.
three is crazy. That mean that nigga gonna retire at what 45, 6? Yeah, that's crazy work. I don't
see,
know about that. I
see,
can see it, but that's
see the
crazy
re
work.
see part of the reason I say one more is because right he could move into a front office position as soon as he retires. So if he want his boys on the same team, what's better? What's a better way to do
Okay,
that
but
instead of being
he could pull a who's that? Bill Russell, I think it was, that was on the Office and playing at the same time or whatever.
this ain't the 70s, bro.
He
It
could
ain't no
pull,
more player coaches and player
bro,
GMs, bro.
bro.
This ain't
One
this.
thing you gotta understand is Braun, and if it's one person that gonna let do that, it's Braun.
Because what
Stop
they
it.
say about Brian, he
Wait,
got the
wait,
what?
wait, wait, wait,
Basketball,
wait, wait.
the
Hold on,
basketball
hold on.
IQ,
Okay,
right?
okay, okay,
IQ.
okay,
IQ,
okay.
right?
We all know about Lil GM. Okay, we
If
all
it's
know about
one
Lil
person they
GM.
gonna let do that, it's him.
We all know about Lil GM. But this what I'm saying though. What better way than to actually be little GM than just go be right there next to the GM?
He is. That's what he gonna do. He gonna play with him and then go be next to him. He gotta play with
Yeah,
him first. He not gonna short him, bro. He
you
think
gotta think
about
about
it.
it,
Think
Carnell. When
about it.
they
Hold on,
start
hold on.
screwing
Think
up on the
about it as
floor,
this
he gonna
you.
jump on the floor. He gonna
Think
jump on
about
the
it
floor,
as
be like, he
you.
gonna start taking people out. Like, let me show y'all how to do this. I'm
Think
putting
about it
me
as
in.
you. Think
You
about
sit
it
on the
as you.
bench. Watch this.
You gonna
That's
give
how he
one of
gonna
your
do it.
sons that chance and the other one not? You gonna do that to your kids?
No,
When
they
they
both
both
gonna have that chance.
when they both could easily get the chance to do that.
Well, technically, the Lakers need a big, and Bryce bigger than Bronny, so Bryce might end up.
He'll be like a
Yeah,
three.
yeah, but
He'd
Bryce
be.
ain't no
They need a
big
big.
though.
I
Literally,
just said
they
he'll be like a three.
Yeah,
no,
but he ain't.
no,
Is
no,
Bryce
no, no,
finished
no.
growing? How
Not
old is
even,
Bryce? I think Bryce still growing, ain't he? Bryce ain't
not
done
even.
He'll be
growing.
like a 2-3.
I was about to say, in today's NBA, they are in today's NBA, Bronny and Bryce are point guard and shooting guard in this NBA.
But all I said
No,
was Bryce ain't. I don't
they'll
think
stretch
Bryce
him out
finished
to the
growing.
three.
Is Bryce 21? I don't think Bryce finished growing yet though, and he about 6'6", 6'7" already. I don't think he finished
Yeah,
growing. I could be
yeah,
wrong,
but
but I don't think he finished
yeah,
growing.
yeah, but he's not gonna get too much bigger than that.
Bro,
Usually by late in your teens,
he
bro.
he
That's
he gonna be a 2-3, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
yeah.
Because I see what he about now. What he about six
But
seven now? Six six
if
six
you don't
seven.
think he gonna give both his sons that opportunity, bro, you is crazy. Like I said, unless something drastic happen and he get hurt next season, bro, he coming back. He not
No,
gonna
he's not.
shorthand. He not gonna
But
shorthand the other son, bro.
also this LeBron we talking about, and he got an ego. He don't want to keep losing.
He not gonna, bro. His family is important to him, bro. He not gonna shorthanded, bro. He only right now he
I feel
not
you on that
playing.
though, Carnell. He
One
don't
thing
want to keep
people,
losing.
this what
And
y'all gotta understand,
this
bro.
why I'm telling you, bro.
This
Like
y'all
you
gotta
said,
understand.
he go LeVar Ball, and he just not gonna be in the league.
Even though,
Nigga,
even
I
though
agree with you. We making
even
the
though
same
he
point.
playing, even though he playing to win, bro, he also is playing for his family right now, bro. Like that's his main goal. He is not
Bro,
he worried
bro,
about winning, but he is not worried about winning. And
Hey, but speaking
you
of
could see
Bron
it
though,
in
let
his
me throw
play
this
on the
at
bro,
y'all.
court, bro. He will chill out, bro. He will chill out, bro.
Bryce James is still gonna get into the league whether or not LeBron retire, bro. He's still gonna pull them strings, make them
It's
calls,
not
get that
about
money,
him getting into the
bro.
league. It's not about him getting into the league. It's about what he learns when he gets into the league and how it goes for him, and how Braun can affect that and make it easier on him and better for him going
Pretty
forward,
much what
bro.
Dion did with Shedeur. With Dion and
It's
Exactly.
not
Shedeur,
it's
another
not gonna
Dion
be
and
no
Shedeur.
different than what he literally just did with Bronny, bro. He gonna work out a two-way contract for him, bro. And then from there, bro, he gonna let him do his thing and intervene when he have to.
And he gonna overhype him
No,
like he did
I
Bronny,
think
and
he
then
gonna
get
be
mad at
better.
Stephen A. Smith for calling him out for overhyping Bronny, even though he did it. Even though you overhyped your son before he even played. You way overhyped him, man. He came in, wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. But then
All
he
right,
almost
man.
died too, so.
Let's hear from Mr. Lakers in 5 over there, man. What you got to say, man?
Oh yeah.
You had them advancing. That is no more.
First
Them
of all,
boys, them boys booking their flight to
Just
Cancun
know,
right
man, it was
now.
late. It was Lakers in 5. Lakers in
Lakers
5.
in five.
They went home in
Lakers in
5.
five.
hey, 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 that's what I meant. They was going home in 5. No, let me quit playing. Let me quit capping. No, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, but no, they need a big man, and I don't know, man. LeBron needs to go on and retire, bro. It's over with.
Hey, D boy, it's just like what I told you. I told
It's
y'all the
over with.
Wolves could get any shot they want at any time against the Lakers.
I
Bro,
just don't see.
it's
They
over with. It is over with. But you gotta think of what, like I said, remember what I said he playing for when you saying it's over with. Just remember that.
33.
I know. No. I hear you, and that makes perfect sense. I'm just saying, bro, why do you need to do that? You ain't got nothing else to prove, my boy. You not catching, you definitely ain't catching, you not even catching Kobe, my boy. Kobe got what, 5? Kobe got
Yeah.
5, right?
Ooh, yep,
You're
yep.
not even catching Kobe, my boy. You
And then
always
check this
will,
out
on
though.
my list, you always will be number 3. It's Mike, Kobe, then LeBron in my book. And
But it's somebody else we got to talk about that's still playing that might
We
could
not
get fired before Bron.
this we not
That
talking about him
man, that
today. He
man,
not
that
this is
man,
not
Okay,
for him.
okay, okay,
that
okay.
man
Yeah.
not renting another ring out of his ring winning days is over with
Yeah,
too.
Mm,
yeah,
We gonna move
I
we
on
don't
already
from that.
know.
last show we discussed
We did.
me and
We
some
did.
others said that they is possibly, you know what I'm saying,
They it's a
the most
possibility.
dangerous team in the playoffs.
Possibly
So
most
yeah.
dangerous this, most dangerous that. Steph Curry, Aisha Curry,
Bro, like
Riley
what's the point
Curry,
of saying that, bro?
Timberwolves and
Man,
five, bro.
just stop, bro. Just stop.
Yeah,
Let
I
Hey,
D
but
don't
I
boy
know,
ain't
let
gonna
but
D
me
lie.
and
boy finish his
Cardell,
take.
man, everybody
This
think
Wolves
Minnesota can
team,
beat.
when Ant
Minnesota
Man,
cannot
like,
hang with Golden State, boy. Draymond is about to make Rudy cry.
I don't care what
Let's
you
see.
say about Draymond. I don't care what you say about
Jimmy, I
Jimmy.
don't like Draymond.
I don't
I
care
just
what you
know
say
what's gonna
about
happen.
Curry. Bro, they
Mike,
still not
Mike,
bro, they
what's
still
wrong with him, Mike? Mike,
they
what's
still
wrong
not a
with him?
good
That's your team. What's wrong with
wait.
him?
Hold on. The only thing that Jimmy really added to this team that made them better from a metric standpoint was a slightly better defensive efficiency and them getting to the foul line more. They are still a terrible 3-point shooting team. Go look at their numbers. They are still one of the worst 3-point shooting teams right now in the playoffs. Besides Stephen Curry, nobody on the Golden State Warriors can throw a brick in the ocean. Nobody.
Your point,
They were the 25th 3-point shooting team that's gonna continue. Like I'm
none
not
of that
like
matters.
bro, you talking about the bodies they got for defense. Minnesota got them
Rudy
same bodies
Gobert,
for defense,
Anthony
bro.
Edwards,
Rudy
Championship
Gobert, Anthony
DNA.
Edwards.
Ant-Man, Flint-Man, Camp-Man, Warriors
look,
in
I'm gonna
five.
say this though. I'm gonna say this.
Warriors
That
in
Wolves
five.
team can match up with anybody
Warriors
and give
five to the
anybody a
chest.
problem.
Warriors five
And
to the
to me,
chest.
they should have blew. I wanted them to blow up. They should have blew the Lakers out. They missed like 33s wide open. They was getting like so many wide open. They got any shot they wanted, bro. It
The
wasn't even
Warriors finna
hard.
lose their second 3-1 lead.
All right, now you just out here just bad mouthing the Warriors, dog. I
But
understand
I
that,
wanna.
but
But let's go back to
let's
Buddy.
remember, I get it. You just hating on the Warriors because they got that ring on your boy, your team. You know what I'm saying? So hold that
Warriors
L,
in
and you gonna have
five.
to forever
Yeah.
hold that
Ooh.
L. So
No,
I'm
Hey.
gonna move on and
no.
let
Matter
you
of
hold
fact,
that
that's a
L, my
good
boy.
point.
But hold on, before we move
How?
on, back to the bum. Back to the bum. Since he made the trade to Luca, were the Lakers better off with Luca, or would been better if they kept AD?
Okay.
Same
This seat,
results, same results
It
either
would
way,
have been
for us.
same results.
Yeah,
Do
okay.
you think they would have
same,
beat? Yeah, y'all don't think that they could have
No,
beat
they wouldn't have beat
Minnesota with
Minnesota
AD?
with AD. No.
same results either way. It might have went 6 games. They would have won tonight and lost in 2 days.
The way I saw them play, no, it wouldn't have mattered.
Trying to tell you, they would have won
All
tonight.
AD,
Lost.
all would have
Luke,
happened. AD
why you?
would have been ready to
Luca
beat
was
Brian Ass.
carrying them. Luca was carrying them. So they definitely would have lost because AD would have went down trying to carry them like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's.
Oh wait, Mike, let me give my round two prediction. So I got Warriors in five. Fuck out of here. Talking about some goddamn Anthony Edwards. Anyway,
Okay.
motherfucker don't even take care of
Okay.
his kids. He got the
Oh,
nerve to
okay.
talk shit. Get
Okay.
your ass out of
Everybody,
here.
everybody said that last shit about Denver because they was the defending champs. What happened to them boys?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right
I'm
now.
not writing Minnesota off, bro.
What
That's
happened to them boys?
Golden State got a true challenge on their hand if they even manage to get through the Rockets, which they should. But they got a true challenge on their hand with Minnesota, so
I'm gonna tell
I
you
ain't
right
writing
now. The
that off.
What happened
motherfucking
to them
team
boys?
motherfuckers need to be worried about is the Clippers. I'm telling you right motherfucking now.
The Clippers got to make it past Denver before anybody start worrying about them
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
Because right now they
yeah,
down 3-2 to the
yeah,
Nuggets. So it's
yeah.
looking like they finna get put out.
They got a situation on their hands, so
So
they I
so
think they get through it. But man, they got a situation on that. Losing that last game was tough, and not even that last game. It was that one where they got gamed. That one was the one. So yeah, that might have did to me in with that, cause they
But
would have
I
been
try
up.
to tell y'all, Denver do got that
Ant-Man,
championship pedigree. I
Slant
was trying to
Man.
tell y'all, and they got and Luke and Joker didn't even play that good.
Hey,
He
nobody
had his
wrote them
one of his
off.
work.
Nobody
He
wrote
had
them
his
off.
worst game.
Yeah,
He had his worst
they
game and
had a
they
test
won.
for sure. I did think the Clippers gonna win this series, and I do think it's still possible. But nobody wrote them off for sure, for sure. So that right there is yeah.
Well,
So who else you got, D boy? Because you was giving your round twos.
I got the Warriors in 5. OKC, whoever the fuck they finna play. Oh, that's like
Crazy,
Denver.
bro.
Denver.
That's
Okay,
definitely
so
going. Bro, it's going 7 games either
Bro,
way.
let the man finish, bro.
I got Warriors in 5. I got OKC. If they play the Clippers, that's 6. They play Denver, that might be 7. Cause Jokic, boy, he a motherfucker. As much as I don't like Jamal Murray so fast, he a dog. Then they got Russell over there, so that's 7. Uh, I still got OKC coming out the West, and for the East, I got, let's see, Indiana, but they about to play Cleveland. That's gonna be an interesting series. I got Cleveland in 5. I got Cleveland and Boston in the final in the conference finals. That's gonna be 7. And Carnell, fuck you. I never pull for no goddamn Boston, motherfucker. You
That's
from
cool.
Chicago, pulling for
That's
some
that's
damn
that's cool. That's cool. You can also
fuck
cheer for the
you.
Cleveland Cavaliers,
You a
nigga. You can
traitor.
also cheer,
Fuck
nigga.
you.
Shut.
How is
Hold
your
on, hold on, hold on,
nephew
hold on, hold
fucking
on, hold on, hold on. Wait, wait, wait,
so
wait, wait, wait,
every
wait, wait,
room?
wait, 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 wait. Hell no, hell no, hell no, nigga. I'm not finna let you, Mr. Diehard Bulls fan, one of the biggest, get away with that shit. Nigga, let's not act like the Cleveland Cavaliers weren't terrorizing us for 10 plus years when LeBron was there. Then cut the fuck out. Now I have to watch LeBron.
That still ain't Boston. That's LeBron. Cleveland or not, that's
Boston ain't
LeBron.
wait. Boston ain't never put me through the heartbreak with the Bulls that Cleveland has.
Yes, they have.
When? When?
The beginning of D
When?
Rose days.
That wasn't no heartbreak.
Yes, it was.
No, it
That
wasn't.
was
Yes,
heartbreak,
it
boy. We was
was.
supposed. Hey, that was our chip, boy.
Yes,
The
it
year you got
was.
hurt, that was our chip.
Carneal, do you not
We
remember
didn't
all
lose.
the
We didn't
heartbreaks the
lose to
Bulls,
Bo-
all
No,
the
we
no, no,
didn't
triple and
lose.
no.
double
We didn't
No,
overtime
lose
games
not
to
the
not
Bulls
the
Boston the
year,
lost
year
to the
he
not
got
Boston
hurt. D
Celtics?
not
boy.
the year
The
he
triple,
got
remember the
hurt.
triple and
Not
double,
the year he got
triple
hurt.
and double
Not the year he got
overtime
hurt. The
game
years the
that we
years
lost to
before
the
he got
Celtics?
hurt. The beginning of D Rose years. Yes.
He is literally talking about rookie Derrick Rose, bro. There was no heartbreak in that
Not
loss,
just
bro.
rookie Derrick Rose.
It was
There was two, I think
That
maybe
wasn't his
3 years
rookie
of
year
that.
when we was going to double overtime with
no,
Boston, was it? Them all
no,
them that was his rookie year?
because
It
the
was
man,
2 years.
the
2 years, back to
man,
back. It
the
might have
man.
been 3 years, but it was
No,
two
it
years back to
wasn't
back.
three, nigga. He won,
That third year he won MVP.
No, the
That
third
third
year
year
he
he
won
won MVP.
MVP, and we lost to the Heat, bro. We
Yes,
lost
the third
to
year. That's what I just said. That third year he won MVP. It was 2 years back to back. We had to deal with
no, it,
Boston, going through that turmoil. On
Yeah,
top,
Carneal, you don't remember double overtime against Boston beat us? We was going
he
triple
don't
and
remember that,
overtime.
man. He was too young for that. He was too young for that. This is what happens
Yeah,
when you
remember
got young
Boston? I
bloods
think
who
it was
don't know
when Derrick
nothing.
Rose and Ben Gordon had to go triple and double overtime with Boston, bro.
I didn't
Triple and double
forget that,
overtime.
bro. Bro, look at that team, bro. We was 41-41. We was lucky enough to make it there in the first place. Like that
Nah, we
wasn't
was
no
cold.
heartbreak, bro.
That
We
was
was an eighth
heartbreak, bro. We was
seed.
cold. We was cold. We was heartbreak. That was heartbreak. We was cold. I ain't trying to hear that.
Point
Yeah,
being,
true.
I never root for no fucking Boston. So give
Facts,
me
bro. We
Cleveland.
can't. As Bulls fans,
Give
bro,
me
it
Cleveland.
just ain't in us, bro. Not to mention the Jordan heartbreak days too, bro. Like it's been so much that we had to go through with the damn Celtics, bro. You can't even you like being a fan of both is crazy, nigga. That's like wow, that's crazy, bro.
Well, you finished your prediction, D boy?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
don't
I'm
know.
good. So I got Cleveland, OKC.
Bro. You could cheer for Cleveland all you want, bro. But I also remember us having a 2-1 lead on LeBron James and Cleveland Cavaliers, and then we lost 3 straight. I remember us taking LeBron James. I remember us going 2 down to the young LeBron James in Cleveland when Joakim Noah was out there trying to strap down everybody 1 through 5. Like, bro, don't talk to me about Boston when Cleveland has hurt my feelings more when it came to Bulls than Boston ever has. Cut it out.
No, Cleveland did that for like 2 years, bro.
No. Bro, that was more than 2 years, bro. We lost to
No, it
them
wasn't.
consecutively.
No, we didn't. We lost to them
Talking
for
to
we
me.
lost to them for the year that LeBron went back to Cleveland. Because before that, we was losing to the Miami Heat.
Nigga, and we lost to Cleveland before that. Do you not remember that when Joe Kim Noah said, "What's good about Cleveland? Nobody likes Cleveland. What's good out here to do in Cleveland?" They beat us then.
That's 1 year, and then 2 years when he went back.
Nigga, that's more than what I had to deal with the Boston Celtics, my nigga.
Al, you had to deal with it 4 straight years with Miami. You had to deal with it for two back to back with Boston, and then like I said, and then all the other years before. So like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Regardless, bro, that bringing Cleveland up in this no, bro. Boston and Chicago is like Boston and LA, bro. Like you don't do that.
No.
It
It's
definitely
nowhere
is.
near that. No, it's
It
nowhere
definitely
near
is,
that.
bro. Because
It's
we the
nowhere
third
near that,
one. You got
bro. It's
Boston, you got
nowhere near
LA,
that.
you got Chicago,
It's
bro.
nowhere
Like
near that
you
because,
don't do that, bro.
bro, we ain't even played Boston in the conference finals, bro.
Like I said, Boston, LA, Chicago, bro. Them three, bro. You don't do that.
We ain't even played Boston in the conference finals,
My
bro.
other Chicago people on the panel, bro, they know how it is. They know what's good for real, bro. It's cool, bro. You just, you
We
just,
ain't
you
even
just, you just, you just with the
we
young
ain't even
movement, bro.
played.
You like the young bloods who, you know what I'm saying,
Well, I
gang bang,
can't
who
say
gang bang
I
on their
have
own
cheered
set.
for Boston. I cheered for Boston, especially when they beat up on LeBron. I loved it. I cheered for them when they beat up on Bron. Every time they played Bron, I rooted Boston
Exactly.
All right,
every
Exactly.
man. Let's
time.
let's let's get back to business because we this ain't even about Boston right now. You know what I'm saying? Boston is doing what Boston do, Mr. Boston fan. So it is about a team that Boston ain't gonna have to see though no more. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we on tonight. We on these teams that people don't gotta see no more. You know what I'm saying? Cancun, 1, 2, 3. We gotta holler at y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get to it now, bro. So them boys, these boys right here, you know what I'm saying? These boys, they have hopped on their ship on the way home to Cancun too for vacation. So I gotta ask, man, cause it's a lot going on with these boys right here. Where do they go from here? A lot of people think Giannis gone. We got my man's right here, number 0. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta blow that team up. The Bucks don't have control of none of their picks for the next 6 years. So somebody gotta go. And the only person who you're gonna be able to trade to get anything worth back to even try and put yourself, if not a complete and total rebuild and more like a retooling, you gotta get rid of the big one. You gotta get rid of the Greek freak because that's the only one that you're gonna get something valuable back for. Dame old and he just tore his Achilles, so don't nobody want him no more. That man is old news now, like super old news. Uh,
Giannis old, but you
uh,
being you being mad
uh.
disrespectful, and I'm not
No,
gonna say
Giannis out of that because
I'm not gonna say
Giannis
that.
want to
They ain't
win.
finna come back.
That team ain't
They
finna
ain't gonna
win
they ain't gonna
nothing.
come back. They ain't gonna come back, and he gonna have a correct end to his career. This ain't gonna be the last we seen of him, bro.
Correct
And
into
and
his
you
career,
just
bro.
you just
Knock
being
it
Even
off,
mad
if Dame come
disrespectful.
back,
You just
that
being
Bucks
bro,
mad
team ain't
bro,
got
disrespectful.
enough to be a
bro,
factor.
bro,
He
They
go
ain't,
he
they
bro.
ain't
gonna
got
come
enough.
back. He gonna come back, and he gonna have a correct end to his
That
career,
man,
bro.
that man not coming back for another 2 years, bro. Because you got to
Yes,
look
he
at.
finna sit out this whole next season, and then he gonna be back the year after that.
And
And
when he come back, the man is only gonna average like 12 to 15 points, bro. Like it's over with.
he gonna average 18 to 20 points, and he
And
gonna be
we'll
a
see.
factor and have
Well,
a
I don't
Bro,
know.
nice
It
end
all
to his
depends on if
bro,
you
career.
had
bro,
Giannis, because Giannis
bro,
out of there.
bro,
Giannis went and told management.
bro.
He told management he want to win. That
If
team ain't
I
got
was the
enough for him to
Bucks,
win.
bro, if I was the
Giannis out
Bucks,
of there.
if I was the Bucks, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm sending Dame ass to Washington for Jordan Poole. Like, get both of them out of there, bro. That man Dame
Wow.
just tore his Achilles and he getting old. He's never gonna win a ring. You can add him to that ringless category. Um, Giannis already got his ring
Like
and brought
what?
it.
Like what is you disrespecting that man for, bro? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand.
Overrated.
Yeah, all right. Top 75.
Overrated.
Top
That's
Well,
part of
75.
that's part of the reason why he's overrated.
Top 75.
That's part of the
That
reason why
mean
he's
that mean
overrated.
that mean ain't none of your favorite players ever gonna be better than him because they ain't make that list.
But
Aha.
I want to know if Giannis is
Um,
out of Milwaukee, where he
actually,
going?
actually,
Aha.
actually, if I remember correctly, I think Russell Westbrook did make the top 75
Westbrook on
list.
there. Westbrook on there.
Exactly. You forgot Westbrook been one of my favorite players since he got in the league.
But that's cool cause let me use it.
And the next time,
Let me
and the
use the
next time,
Westbrook quote. Let me use the Westbrook quote for Westbrook. He
and
been
the
busting
next
his
time,
ass for years, nigga. Been
hey,
busting his
hey,
ass for
hey,
years, nigga.
hey,
What you
hey,
talking about?
hey,
They ain't been
hey,
busting his ass for years.
that's
What you talking about?
that's
Busting him
okay.
for years.
That's okay. Who got an MVP and who don't?
That's all right. That's all right. He don't need
Who got an
MVP.
MVP and who
That's all
don't?
right. That's all
Who
right.
who
Who got a
who
70-point
who
game and who don't?
who who is going in the NBA history books as being the first man to have 3 seasons back to back to back with a triple double?
So, and still can't beat numbers, the other number
Still can't
zero.
and still can't beat the
Still
other
can't
number
beat the
zero.
other number
Still can't beat
zero.
the other
Stop
number zero.
playing.
That's the most
Yeah.
award, bro. He is the most
Yeah.
awardless player in the top
Yeah.
75 ever, bro. Like
Hold,
I do
hold them.
not care, bro.
Hold them
Say
L's,
what
my
you want,
guy.
and then the next time they redo this list, my other favorite number zero, Jason Tatum, will be on there. That man has already had a
It
way better
don't
career than
matter.
Dame could ever
Don't
think
matter
of
because
having.
guess what? Guess what? He ain't gonna be top 75. He gonna have to be top 100.
That's okay. That's okay. That's not his fault that he was born
Ah!
late.
Guess
That's not
what,
his
my
fault the way he
boy?
was born.
Guess what, my boy? He can't be top 75 ever. Damn, that sucks.
Guess who's gonna be remembered as the better all-time great?
No one cares.
Guess who got the championship ring?
No one cares.
Nobody cares about a ring, nigga. Knock it the fuck
No
off.
one cares. No one cares,
Knock it
bro.
off.
When you play for
Hey, like I
Boston, when
said,
you get him in Boston, no one cares.
That's a lie, nigga. Everybody care when you get into Boston, nigga. The two most important teams in the league when it comes to winning rings is the Celtics and the Lakers, nigga. Everybody care when them two teams win rings. You
but
sound
hold
dumb as
on,
hell.
I gotta
Boston
say
gets
something
hand me
though.
down rings.
Mike, your number zero might be in a little trouble because if number 34 leave, because I expect him to leave, because he
Oh, they
told
both leaving.
management
They both leaving.
like if he gets stuck on that team, on that Bucks
Exactly,
team,
and
he
that
gonna
man,
it's gonna be the
They
same
both
thing as
they both
Portland. He's gonna
leaving.
be in the same
and that
port.
man,
It's gonna be in the
They
and that
both
same boat
man.
he
leaving.
was in the
They
Portland.
both leaving.
Nobody.
This the end for this. This why I'm glad I low key got it because this the end. This the end for this. But yeah. This,
Yeah, but hey,
Everybody kept saying Dame and Giannis together was gonna win rings. What I tell you?
injuries.
What I tell you?
It's just like the Brooklyn Nets, bro. Injuries. You can't.
I
Injuries.
think he went
That's a
outside.
part of the game.
Okay,
Being
Fuck
well,
all
healthy.
that.
Your best ability is your
injuries
availability.
happen.
And guess
Injuries
who ain't
happen,
been
bro.
available for the last
Hey,
3 years of
nah,
his
fuck all
career?
that.
Not
Gone.
Fuck all that.
not Dame. Dame was playing last year. Giannis wasn't.
Fuck all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you where Milwaukee fucked up. They dumbass never should have fired Adrian Griffin. That was the
That
dumbest
part.
shit they could have ever
That part.
No
fucking did.
That part.
facts.
That
Not
part.
Done it.
only that.
Cause this motherfucker was hard on you. Your soft ass wouldn't have him fired.
Not only who they fired, it's who they brought in to replace him too.
And I was about to get to that, Mike. You
Exactly.
bring in Doc
Yeah,
It's
I
not
motherfucking
hate
the
Doc
Rivers,
Rivers
firing.
who
because
It's
only
it,
won that ring
it's
because
over
he
with for
had
Doc Rivers. He need
3
to go hang
fucking
it up.
Hall of Famers on that damn Celtics team.
it's not the firing. It was who they hired after the firing. That's the issue.
Hey,
Oh
somebody
Because
no,
tell
the
me how do
firing is
Doc
the
keep getting
issue
because
jobs,
because
bro?
when they
He should not
fired
because
have
that
another
man, they
job.
were number
He
one
shouldn't
in the
have another
East. They
job.
was the overall one seed
if
when
you
they
ask
fired that
me,
man.
if you ask me, I feel like they should have never fired Mike Budenholzer. Y'all fired Coach Bud the year after he won the ring. I thought that was
Mm,
stupid.
mm,
And then
yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Jackson can have the Bucks job. Doc Rivers is trash. He living. What has he done?
I don't think Mark
What has
Jackson
Doc
want to
Rivers
coach no
done?
more, bro, because the league passed him over too many times, bro. I think Mark cool doing whatever he doing, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
Mark
think
cool. He like, nah, I'm cool.
But it's messed up that Doc Rivers
He
keep.
didn't
I
get
don't like the fact
blackballed
that
too
Doc
many
Rivers
times.
keep
Nah, he
getting.
cool.
I don't like the fact that Doc Rivers Doc like Doc should hang up, bro. Out the first round. They've been out the first round one time, one time, one time.
Like I said, never should have fired Adrian Griffin. That was retarded. but it is what it is. Now Giannis finna leave. I think I
Hey, where
really
is he
kind of
going
really
though,
think.
D boy? Where you think he going? Because
I
I
hate
think
to
he might
say
go
it,
to the
man, but
West.
I got a funny feeling he gonna try to come here, bro.
Man, he's not coming to Chicago, bro. I told y'all, bro. I
Okay, hold
told
on, hold on. Let's look
bro.
at entertain it for a second. Who the Bulls gonna give up? Who we gonna
Like
give
Mike
up?
said, you're
Some
gonna have
draft
to give up.
capital?
You're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to give up Vooch and either Goody. You're gonna have to give up
So
Vooch and
so
Goody.
so 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 the man talking about he want to win. He gonna go somewhere where he not gonna win and
I
not gonna
hear
have
you.
no chance of winning.
I hear you. I hear you. And
Oh no, okay. If you
I
put Giannis
said
on
I
the
think
Bulls,
he's gonna come
okay,
here. I don't want the man to come here because I know he ain't gonna win shit.
okay. What
I
pieces? I
know
don't know
know
about
our
that. What
owner
pieces
is a
they gonna have
dumbass.
around Giannis if he come here? They gonna still have Matas or he gone?
Yeah,
Who they
we
still
gonna
gonna?
keep
Yeah, he gonna still have
Monty,
Martin.
and we gonna have Kobe.
That's not enough to win
Martin
a
and
ring, bro.
Kobe.
That's a second,
That's gonna
bro,
be their
bro,
big three.
bro,
Giannis,
bro,
Martin,
Yeah, I
and
think
Kobe.
Kobe might be on the
bro,
block to Giannis though. I
bro,
think they might have to
bro.
give up Kobe. I think Kobe
No,
and
I
Boots is definitely.
told you, bro. We gonna give
That's a
up
second
Giddy,
round.
bro.
That's a second round exit at best, bro. It don't matter whether we give up Kobe White or Josh Giddey, bro, to get Giannis, bro. Whoever, who, whether it's Giannis, Montes, and Kobe, or whether it's Giannis, Montes, and Josh Giddey, bro, that's still a second round exit at best, bro. Like you not winning nothing,
How can you say that when you don't even know what the other team's gonna look like?
bro. It's the Bulls. Why would I trust us to do anything right?
Well, only reason I would agree with Carneal is
Apparently, the
because
only
we
team
got
you
that
trust is
dumbass
Boston,
coach. We got
a
Billy.
front
I don't
runner.
like Billy
So
Donovan. I feel Carneal. If Billy Donovan coaching us,
That's what I'm
I agree with
saying, bro.
Carneal.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, they didn't did too many fucked up roster moves, bro. They traded Zach LaVine for a bag of Skittles, bro. What what are we doing, bro? And so I'm supposed to expect that we
Hey,
gonna get Giannis and we gonna
hey,
automatically start winning, bro.
hey,
right,
hey.
Neil the GM. So what would you do then?
If
Hey,
first of all, this wasn't about what the Bulls gonna do. It's about what Giannis
No,
gonna do.
no,
Okay,
no, 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 no. Neil the GM. What would you do then?
what would I do?
Yeah.
I'm okay with this current Bulls roster. I'm trading Vooch. I'm getting
For
some picks for
who?
him.
For where? You can't just say that.
To where it don't matter where. To whoever gonna give us some picks, it don't matter where. I'm trading
It
Vooch for
do matter
picks.
where. What you mean? This is stuff you gotta consider, GM.
Like I said, whoever gonna give us some picks. Okay, see, got a bunch of picks. The Nets got some picks. Um, like I said, it's whoever gonna give us the best deal on the picks, bro. Like that's what I'm going for. It's Vooch. I'm not looking for players. I'm trying to find some picks so we can continue to add some more young talent to this roster. All right. And then next, what I do is you ain't got no choice but to re-sign Josh Giddey and pay him that bread. Okay. If you let him walk, then that trade with DeMar DeRozan and all that shit was for nothing. Okay. Like trading away Alex Caruso and all that was for nothing if you just let Josh Giddey walk. So you gotta
I
bring him
agree.
back. So you start by trading Boots to whatever team gonna give you the best deal on some picks. You re-sign Giddey, you get rid of Billy Donovan, and you go from there.
But if you get rid of Billy Donovan, who you bring in? Because Mark don't want to coach.
So
But
so
time out, time out.
You
Can
had
so
a
we
that
get
chance
rid
to
of?
go get Joker, and you fucked that up.
sound like a whole bunch of nothing. So basically you said they so don't get Giannis and then don't do nothing.
No, no. What I said is doing something because you build it for the future. You do realize if you get Giannis, you get him for a limited amount of time. We don't have
Yes.
enough. We don't have enough to put around him to build a championship caliber team. At best, we're gonna be a second round exit.
Okay, but and I was
Who
gonna ask too. Can you
who gon'
get rid of the coach
who's
that just
putting butts in
signed?
your seats, Cardinal?
You should both your seats. Right now, based off the way the season to win, Kobe White and Josh Giddey. Bulls fans was there every game for them too. Sold out stadium, rocking.
They was there for Kobe White. They started coming for Giddy later.
It don't matter. We got him. He's there now. That's who put the bus in seats. Kobe White, Josh Giddey, and Montes Buzelis.
Hey, but can the Bulls get rid of BD bum ass after just re-signing him? Can you do that, or do
Yeah,
Nah.
we
they
have to
can.
keep him?
Yeah, they can
If
if
they
they want
do
to,
that,
but
they
they aren't
gotta
going
pay.
to. They can if they want to, but they aren't going to.
Boy,
No, they
that
already
sound
Nah,
like
said they
some
won't
terrible
pay
nah,
him.
roster
nah,
moves to me.
nah, nah. Anyway, back
He
to the
telling the
original
boys, he
question.
telling the Bulls to do what they just did a couple years ago, and then used all them picks for players that they ended up getting rid of a few years later for this team that you trying to get rid of now to do the same thing that they
That's
just
that's the
got.
point. I'm not trying to get rid of the team. The only person I'm saying get rid of is Vooch. Who else did I say get rid of besides Vooch? We already got rid of everybody else. We got rid of Levine. We got rid of DeRozan. The last person needs to go is Vooch. He's the last one out of them three that need to be gone.
So who you gonna pay money to, bro? You can't just sit there with that
I
money.
just I just told you we gonna pay money to Josh Giddey, and then we gonna look at free agency. We gonna see who else might want to be traded. But going after Giannis ain't gonna do nothing. He's looking for a winning situation. The Bulls ain't that.
That's
He looking
unfortunate.
for somewhere. He looking for
I
somewhere
feel
where
like
he
we
can
could be
go.
that.
He looking for somewhere where he can go and start competing for a championship almost day one. I told you the team to look out for. Look out for the Knicks. Look out for them to maybe package OG Anunoby, maybe Mikal Bridges, and some other stuff. The Knicks got a few picks they could work with still. They ain't get rid of all of them per se. You
I'm
feel
gonna
me? Even
tell
though they
you,
traded a lot of them for Mikal, I'll say be on the lookout for the Knicks. Be on the lookout for a team like even per se the Heat. The Heat with Bam and Tyler Hero and some of the shit they could do. Giannis talked about potentially want to go down there.
They gonna get Dame too then at that point.
Missed his beat. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why you keep mentioning dude ass. He's over with. Stop talking about him.
You the only one not talking about him because you
I
a
feel
hater.
like
Because why would I talk about him? He hurt. We don't need to talk about this
What
man
you
for
mean? Because he
2 years.
just got hurt. He a trending topic right now because of that. You just, yeah, all
I
right,
feel
bro.
like
If that was Jason Tatum, you wouldn't shut up, bro. But it's cool though. I get it. I get it. Keep your hate, my boy. Keep your hate. Just know,
I feel like if the Bulls,
just know
Giannis can
he
make
beat
the Bulls a
Westbrook every
championship
time.
team if
That's
Biggie is gone.
okay. That's
They got to
okay.
get
He
the
beat
Biggie Bobby.
Westbrook. The man has no rings. He could beat Westbrook as many times as he wants. He don't have a ring. To be honest,
Neither
you
do
talk about
Westbrook.
that's okay. That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
That it is what it is. I'm
yeah.
not the one. I'm not the one sitting here beating the
I
drum for
love
somebody that don't got
watching
no
guys
rings like
go
you
back
are.
and forth.
You definitely was beating the rush drum for way too long. Just because you not now, because he about to retire, don't mean you wasn't. Don't try to pass now, my boy. We here.
I
Anyway, what
still,
you saying, D boy?
I still want him to get a ring. But anyway, as
I
I was
say
saying
I
to my
love
point,
watching y'all two go back and forth. It's pure entertainment.
Man, you know I'm
This
just
what
having
makes
man.
the show. This one of the things that makes the show. Carnell and Mike on a
I
nightly episode, nightly basis, go back and
Facts.
forth.
Facts. Cause my
say,
man be tweaking and he be mad disrespectful, bro. He one of them disrespectful YNs out here, bro. You know how
bro,
they is, bro.
Lil
You
Folk
know
is
bro,
disrespectful as hell.
you
bro,
know
Lil
how they
Folk
is,
is
I
bro.
have
You
been,
know how they
I have been.
is.
Hold on. We not even finna try and fake the funk or act like I was ever a Damian Lillard fan. I ain't never like dude ass. Okay, like okay,
We
let's get it
know,
straight.
Cardell.
I ain't
We
never like
know.
Dame. So
We know, my
call it
boy.
what you want. I ain't liked him from day one. Yeah, he's nice. I give him his credit. He's nice on the court, but that's all I'm gonna give him. Right? He's nice on the court. That's all he gonna ever give from me. In terms
Man,
of any other thing else, he ain't never get no. He ain't never get no respect from me. Okay, overrated. You know how I feel about that man. But I said anyway. The other team I would say be on the lookout for when it comes to Giannis is the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets is in the market for a superstar and somebody that can add to that team. So I would say be on the lookout for the Houston Rockets to
That
look at
would be
KD
nice.
and Giannis. Giannis on that
That
Houston
would be
Rockets
nice.
team, really nice.
That
I can see
would be
that.
nice, man.
I can see the
And
Rockets. I can see Miami.
Yup.
I can see Chicago. I can
I
see.
got one
I
for
can
y'all that
see.
y'all might
And
not
I
think
knew
of.
what had that man right. Cause
That that would
he
get.
know how to
I got
use it.
another team that ain't nobody thought about that'll probably get Giannis a ring, and they young.
Who?
Detroit. I said Detroit. Detroit got a. They can do something
Detroit
with
would have
Giannis
to
if they
give up.
get.
They would have to give up too much for Giannis, and
Yeah.
and
You
the real
talking about,
reason I
man,
say that.
they definitely gonna ask for Cade. They gonna ask for Durant.
Oh
They definitely gonna ask for Cade, bro. I'm
no,
telling you now,
because
they definitely
no,
gonna ask for Cade.
they
Nah,
could
Cade
ask for
not
K.
going.
I
Is
didn't
gonna
say
be
he
a
was
nine.
going. I said they gonna ask for him. I didn't say Milwaukee say
If
Detroit was gonna
It's gonna be Cade and Giannis if they do that. It's gonna be them two together.
I'm about to say, if anything, the players that they gonna get rid of for Giannis would be Tobias Harris, Jay Nivey, and like maybe Thompson, but not really because maybe he
No,
hoping he could
I'm
start
telling
playing
you,
a
they're
little
gonna
bit more
ask
like
for
his brother.
Duran.
But
it's gonna be
Lopez
during.
old as fuck, bro.
It's gonna be during. They gonna get rid of him.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
Yeah, it might
during
be
Lopez old
doing.
as fuck, bro.
I think
it's
it's
gonna
gonna be
be
doing.
during Harris and Jay Ivey, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be at least three players to get traded for
Hey, that's
Dame.
not a bad swap.
It's really not. It's really not.
That's not a bad swap. I ain't
At
gonna
all.
cap. If you
That's not.
Milwaukee, man, you might can make some moves with that.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely be looking for a trade to Detroit. Because
Might.
Detroit got a bunch of young guns. They got young. They got Bull. They got some young.
However, if I'm the Bucks, I'm not trading inside my own conference, let alone my own division, bro. Like, why would I give the Detroit Pistons a leg up on me like that?
It happens all the time. You know how much the Bulls trade with the Knicks?
Okay, okay, this is the Bulls we talking about. Like I said, once again, when have the Bulls done
Performing.
anything right since 1980?
They not the only team that do that. A lot of teams trade within their conference and stuff like that because that's the players that they familiar with and they see all the time. It happens all the time.
I still
Yeah,
remember when
yeah,
dumbass
yeah,
traded Derrick Rose to the Knicks.
yeah. You might trade inside the conference, but inside the same division,
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It just
it
depends on the
don't happen
player.
that much.
It just depends on the player. They don't trade like superstar caliber. That usually don't happen too often, but it'll happen.
Exactly. They trade players like Denzel Valentine
Oh God! All
in
right. And
between
on that
divisions,
note,
bro.
fellas, it's time for us to start wrapping up because my man's is mentioning Denzel Valentine. But before we do that, I got something for y'all. We gonna send the people home with because you know what I'm saying. This is what is trending right now, and you know what I'm saying. We gotta hit on things that's trending, and we gotta have a little fun while we at it. So, before you know what I'm saying, before we get up out of here, I gotta ask y'all. I gotta ask y'all. 100 men versus the gorilla. Who y'all got? What's
I'm take, I'm
let's
take,
let's
I'm
hear it.
take, I'm
Cause people
taking,
people been going crazy with this. Y'all been seeing the memes, bro. I know y'all been seeing everything, bro.
I,
Who y'all
I'm
got?
take, I'm taking the 100 men by hook or by crook. We got it. I'm gonna trust. I'm gonna trust in the human species. We got this. People forget. People forget. We used to run this world. We was the ones keeping everybody else in
I
the
Well,
don't
chains
know,
I
and
man.
agree.
grinding.
I won't take.
They been saying some
But
crazy stuff. They been saying that gorilla gonna run through us. You know what
hold
I'm
on.
Bro,
But
saying?
we gotta hold on. How
bro,
we
bro,
go?
bro.
Like, look. Here go the thing
They
though.
not.
I know
They
Chris
not
Gorillas.
taking
taking.
100 men
Gorillas
for
running
sure.
troops though. I would. I don't know because gorillas. You ain't gonna just catch no gorilla. Gorillas running troops and they got family units and shit like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah,
you might not just get
Well,
one.
I don't know. They just the thing is just for once, so we ain't
yeah,
talking like no,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the
Yeah.
question is just a
Oh.
hundred men versus one gorilla,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. But
and
people
people
been,
think,
but you got
and
to look
people
at some of the men people been putting together. They getting like, you know, what I'm saying the best of the best, Mike Tyson's, and you know what I'm saying.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
like,
They
like,
get
like, like,
they getting the best of the best.
like,
So it's like, bro,
like look, bro. You said it perfectly yesterday, bro. What is that one gorilla gonna do when I run out there with two football teams worth of men,
yeah,
bro?
I
All
was just about to say that,
guys,
bro. I was like, that's what I've been telling people, bro. I'm like, imagine two whole football teams jumping on one gorilla, bro. Like what? Like what? Like
That's trouble.
eventually, I feel like
But
eventually it becomes too much.
it might. But a
and then,
gorilla.
and
But
then people think a gorilla just got unlimited stamina, bro. Gorillas get tired just like we do. So guess what?
no.
After
But
he done
they.
went through the first 40 and it's still 60 left, who you think got that advantage?
Hey. But. But here go the thing, Carney. We gonna need some. You gonna need some because gorillas is strong as they walk on their arms all day.
Hey,
They
look,
ain't nothing but that's 600
Chris,
pounds
Chris,
pure
Chris,
solid.
Chris, Chris, you right, they are. But if it's a male gorilla, I don't care what species you are, all men of the same species got one weakness. You get that? It
Yeah, that there you go. That's a good point. That's a good
Any
point.
man of any species got a ball.
Get that hoo ha, get his hoo ha, get his hoo ha.
Stick him in the ball. Every, every man of every species got the same weakness, bro. From humans
And
to cats to dogs, bro. We all got one
I'm gonna feel
weakness.
sorry. I'm gonna feel sorry for those first 5 to 10 men though, because one punch,
Oh yeah, they gone. They gone.
they gone.
They gone.
Yeah,
The front
whoever,
line, the front
yeah, the
line
front
is
line
it's
gone.
over
Yeah, the
with.
100 men, but that front line about good.
Front line over with for sure. The
Yeah, that
front
front
line
line over.
is a sacrifice, no doubt about it, bro. D boy,
Yeah.
what you think? Who you got?
Man, damn, y'all took my mother. I was just about to say that. I was just about to say, man, I feel sorry for whoever on that front line, boy.
Man, whoever in the front.
Hey, let's go and have a moment of silence for that front line.
Man,
All right.
Man,
Man, I got 100 men. I got 100 men, but like I said, man, I feel sorry for whoever on that front line, boy. Matter of fact, we gonna make sure Carnell on that front line for being a Celtics fan.
hey,
man, he trying to
we
take
go,
that for you.
we
That
go,
he
we
trying to
go,
take you
we go,
out.
we gonna put you on that front line first for picking LeBron James and the Lakers to win a series.
hey, man, that's not a bad pick. It's never bad to bet
Hey,
against
Carnell,
LeBron, man.
I
Shut
gotta
up! I
fuck
ain't
with
trying to
you,
hear
man.
that. Shut up!
I gotta fuck with you, but nah, real talk. Give me the 100 men, Joe. Real talk.
Yeah. Well, it seems like we all in agreement. I think it's because we the men in this, and we like we ain't going. So but I don't know, bro. There's a lot of people out there that saying that gorilla is gonna pull out some stops for us. So I don't know.
Bro, they acting like a gorilla got unlimited
Yeah,
stamina
because
and don't get tired,
gorillas,
bro.
we
You do realize that,
no,
yeah,
but hold
while
on.
he
This
might get the first 5 to 10, bro, it take a lot of time to try and kill 100 niggas,
It's not
bro.
even
Like
that, bro. They act like the gorilla King Kong, bro. I mean, it be big gorillas, but they ain't King Kong, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He ain't hitting that hard, bro. We gonna
time
lose
out.
some, but we
But
ain't gonna lose
hold on.
all 100.
But estimate we can't underestimate the gorilla because they are intelligent. They
How's
got
we
they
underestimate? We brought 100 niggas.
yeah, and they got and here go the thing. He can't get the upper advantage because them fuckers can climb. He can't we can't let him come from above. We can't let him get up in the air. You can't let him get in his element because if he get to climbing, we might be in some trouble because we ain't going up there. We can't do
Man, man, what that gorilla gonna do when these big ass 7.62s fly his way?
I don't think we're bringing weaponry and stuff into this. That wouldn't. Yeah. So we getting a little crazy with that, but. So with that, fellas, man, it's time for us to say goodnight to the people, man. We had another great, fantastic show, man. Shout out to my man's Dane, and get well soon, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get well soon. And we will see y'all on the next show. Y'all have a good one.